Biological control of lantana weed. Biological weed control is the use of living organisms to control weeds, thus reducing the need to use chemicals that harm beneficial organisms and reduce biodiversity. Lantana weed has rough, textured leaves with a strong aroma when crushed. Leaves are oval with serrated margins. Leaves are arranged oppositely on the stem. The plant is known for its vibrant, multicolored flowers, which can range from red, orange, yellow, pink, white, and purple. The flowers are clustered into small rounded umbels. Lantana produces small green to dark purple-black berries that are toxic to humans and animals if ingested. Lantana camara can outcompete native species, leading to a reduction in biodiversity. Biological control of lantana weed using insects. The Lantana flower caterpillar, CROCIDOSEMA lantana. The Lantana leaf-miner beetle, OCTOTOMA scabripennis. The Lantana Hispid, Uroplata girardi. The Lantana lace bug, Teleonemia scrupulosa. The seed mining or seed-feeding fly, Ophiomyia lantanae. The leaf-mining fly, Calycomyza lantanae. The Lantana defoliating caterpillar moth or streaked snout moth, Hypena laceratalis. Lantana stick moth or Catabena moth, Neogalea sunia. The Lantana leaftier Salbia haemorrhoidalis or Orphanostigma haemorrhoidalis. The Lantana bug Orthezia insignis. The Lantana herringbone leafminer, Ophiomyia cameri. SAP sucking mirid, Falconia intermedia. The Lantana seed-feeding beetle, Acanthosalides macrophthalmus. The Lantana moth, Diastema tigris. The Lantana leafminer, Cremastobombitia lantanella. The Lantana fruit fly, Uroplata xanthocida. Insects used to control lantana weed. 1. The Lantana flower caterpillar. CROCIDOSEMA lantana feeds on flowers of Lantana camara. Adults feed on flowers and lay eggs in the flowers. Larvae feed on flowers and bore into shoot tips or flower heads. Larvae turn into pupae in the flower heads. They damage shoot tips and flower heads, resulting in reduced flowering and seed production. Lantana flower caterpillar is effective in lowering the spread of lantana by limiting the plant's ability to reproduce. The Lantana leaf-miner beetle. Lantana leaf-miner adult beetles feed on the leaf surface. Adults lay eggs on the leaf surface that hatch into larvae. Lantana leaf-miner larvae mine in the middle layers of leaves and pupate there. The larvae cause blotch mines. Lantana Hispid. The adults feed on the upper surfaces of leaves, leaving small scarification marks. Feeding can cause leaf tips to curl, providing shelter for the adults. Eggs are laid at the edge of adult feeding scars. Larvae feed through middle leaf layers, forming mines, then pupation occurs in the leaves. Larvae feed on the leaves, causing defoliation. Lantana lace bug. This is a sap-sucking bug. Adults and nymphs suck the leaves, leading to chlorosis and leaf drop, dieback. Both adult and nymph Lantana lace bugs feed on the underside of leaves. They have needle-like mouthparts for piercing and sucking the cells of the leaves. Lantana lace bugs also feed on developing flower buds, which can shut down blooming entirely, as damaged tissues die and turn brown. The seed-mining fly. Larvae consume seeds, preventing germination of lantana weed. Adults feed on lantana flower nectar and lay eggs in immature green fruits, 1 egg per fruit. Larvae feed on the fleshy pulp of the seed, but leave the embryo undamaged. It reduces the ability of Lantana camara to reproduce. The leaf-mining fly. Larvae mine inside the leaves, causing them to die. Adults feed on flowers and lay eggs on leaves. Larvae form blotch mines in leaves, with each mine containing 1 to 3 larvae. Pupation occurs in leaves or leaf litter. Lantana defoliating caterpillar moth or streaked snout moth. The larvae feed on leaves of lantana weed. They feed on the undersides of leaves, forming clear windows and skeletonizing the leaves. Larvae cause significant premature falling of leaves. Pupation occurs in the soil. Lantana stick moth or Catabena moth. Caterpillars bore into stems and consume leaves. Caterpillars are found during the day, stretched out and attached to the stem of a lantana plant. It chews plant tissues, leading to the loss of photosynthetic areas and potential structural weakness. Affected plants display defoliation and may suffer from stunted growth due to the disruption of nutrient transport, negatively impacting the plant's overall health. Lantana leaftier. The larvae tie leaves together and feed inside. Feeding and tying leaves together reduces photosynthetic ability of the plant. Adults feed on flowers and lay eggs on the undersides of leaves. Larvae feed within folded leaves, which they tie together with silk. Pupation occurs in cocoons spun in leaf litter under the plant. Lantana bug. Adult bugs suck sap, weakening the plant and making it more susceptible to other stresses. Lantana bug is an elegantly structured scale insect with parallel brittle white wax plates. The wax plates curve slightly upwards, giving them an elegant appearance highlighted by long dark legs and antennae. Disadvantage of using Lantana bug. The species is reported to be a pest of tea and coffee. It attacks non-target plant. Lantana herringbone leafminer. Larvae mine the leaves, causing significant damage. Adults feed on Lantana flower nectar. Females lay many individual eggs on the underside of leaves. Larvae feed within the mesophyll, internal structure, of the leaf, and form herringbone-shaped mines. SAP sucking mirid. Adults and nymphs suck sap, causing stunted growth and reduced vigor. Adults and nymphs suck the cell contents from the undersides of leaves, causing them to brown and wither. Lantana seed-feeding beetle. This beetle targets the seeds of Lantana camara, reducing its ability to reproduce. Impact. Reduces seed viability by feeding on seeds, thus helps in long-term reduction of lantana seed banks. Lantana leaf miners. Larvae mine leaves, leading to premature falling of leaves. The larvae feed on lantana leaves. The mine consists of a large bulged or inflated mine on the leaf, equally visible on both sides of the leaf. Pupation takes place in a white, spindle-shaped ribbed cocoon of about 5 millimeters long, which is suspended in the mine by a silken thread attached at each end. Lantana fruit fly. The larvae of this fruit fly feed on the berries of Lantana camara, preventing seed formation. It reduces the spread of Lantana camara by limiting seed dispersal. Disadvantages of lantana. Lantana is a problem weed due to harboring rats and shelter for tsetse flies. Lantana forms dense thickets that smother and kill native vegetation. The thickets are impenetrable for animals, people, and even vehicles. Lantana is a woody shrub. It helps create bushfires. It greatly reduced the productivity of farmland by suppressing the pastures, grasses essential for livestock production, and also suppresses crops in cultivated farmlands. It can also cause problems if it invades agricultural areas as a result of its toxicity to livestock, as well as its ability to form dense thickets if left unchecked. Positive uses of lantana. Main use is as an ornamental. It's used as a live fence.